Hello and welcome to yet another Arkeys video. We've got a new time trial challenge. We are at Catalunya without the chicane and we are in the Group 3 Subaru GR3. And this is Friday. The time trial opened Thursday morning, so I'm not going in completely blank. I've had a chance to have a look at a few laps and a few guides, so this should be easy peasy. So if you would excuse me as I put on my Superman cape and go straight in and get this done in no time. Watch this. Yeah, right. As if it was that easy on this channel. But I did go to have a look at the fastest available Ghost, to check the braking markers, the black box for turn 1, and when the sun is straight in your face you can accelerate, braking just before the bridge. Make sure you are patient around these long corners so you don't run wide, and there's a pathway on the right. You can see there, braking just after that one. Once again, this is a fairly long corner, so be patient, get a nice exit. Here you brake just as the curb on the right starts. Make sure you don't run wide, but straight line this as much as possible without picking up a penalty. Braking just as the curb ends on the left hand side. Don't run wide here either. There's an empty flag post between the 150 and 100 board, and getting through the hairpin, keep it narrow so you don't run wide on the exit. And now the final corners. I am only used to the chicane layout. This is the first time I'm doing this. We've got a nice sprinkle of cones flying everywhere and a tiny dab on the brakes, and finishing the lap in a time I'll never go near. So now it's my turn. This is my first attempt. Going down towards turn 1. There's the black box. Make sure I don't get too greedy on the entry to these corners, because that will cost me on the exit. And I should have been up to 4th already, but I'm keeping it narrow so I don't run wide. I missed the apex by at least a mile. At least I find this apex, but it looks fairly slow. And we go through the S's, not picking up a penalty. Make sure we don't run wide here either. It's really an easy place to pick up a penalty. And I completely miss the hairpin, so I run really wide. But we survived. Let's just get this lap done. Keeping it sort of narrow here, but don't go on the grass, not that narrow. And now these corners, and now I am a bit lost. So I'm missing the apex big time, probably missing the final apex as well. No, I actually found the apex this time and crossed the line in a 1:44.5. So now it's time to put on a Ghost. So let's try to keep up with the Ghost. We are still not that far into this time trial and the Ghost is running away from me, but we just try to keep focused, don't run wide here. And once again I go in too deep in the hairpin and nearly lose it at the exit as well. But let's just get around the final corners and let's see what we can do with this one. I believe we are finishing at a 1:42.4. So that's only enough for silver at this time of this Friday morning. So we have to go again, and now the pain and suffering starts. We are only 18 kilometers in at this point, but now I just kept messing up. Running wide, going on the gravel, running wide again, into walls, couldn't really get this to work. Almost losing the car here, so we have to restart again, running wide here. And can we keep it going? No, I'm afraid that's a penalty. Once again off the track, into the wall, and into the wall again. And finally, and as you can see, we've done quite a few kilometers at this point. we managed to get some progress. After all that crashing and running wide and not getting anywhere, suddenly something started to happen. Nice and patient through the S's. Make sure we wait to get on the accelerator. I was actually maybe a bit late on the accelerator. Braking just before the bridge, keeping it nice and tight so we don't run wide, and keeping an eye on that pathway on the right. This looks fairly slow. You can see the Ghost is running away, but we are still in this one. Let's get through the S's. Just let the car coast in after braking so it settles down and turns in. It's easy to just skid wide there. Make sure we stay within the limits. I had to lift off a bit there to stay there, and unfortunately I missed the apex once again here and missed this apex as well, but still we managed to improve the time, so we are just above 142 and we keep going. This is the lap immediately after. We are suddenly feeling something happening. We are getting this corner better this time, and you can see we are improving quite a bit on this lap. And as we get towards the end of the lap, we've got a solid improvement on our hands. I think we finished here in a 41.4. And can we keep it going? No, unfortunately not. I got a bit too greedy, so we just have to go again. I would like to just get a tiny bit more. I can feel this is getting somewhere now. So this is my final run in this session. I will probably go back and have a look at it again on some of the other accounts, or if the goal time drops. So I have to redo this, but let's just get through the S's. Watch out for the orange barrier and the sun in my face. Get on the throttle when that is in the center of the screen. Keeping an eye on the bridge, braking just before it. Make sure we get around this corner. Nice and easy. Keeping an eye on the pathway. There it is, and brake. We are still in up to third gear again. That was not the best exit. I was a bit too early on the throttle, so I ran wide before I wanted to. Let's get through the S's. Don't pick up a penalty. Be careful here once again. This is really annoying also in a race, because you can easily get a penalty here, and then there is the penalty gate, so you have to carry that one around for an entire lap. Braking at the empty flag post and getting through the hairpin. Almost lost the car there. That was some time lost. I can see watching this back where there's time to gain still, but this is the best attempt so far. Make sure we just survive these corners. I shouldn't have been up to fifth, and I'm down to third. There's a bit of gear confusion at the end of the lap, but still finish in a 1:41.283. This is a second within the goal limit at the moment, and so far I'm happy with that. I hope you will all have some fun with this time trial as well. And that's all for me for now. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.